Hey, let's see where we are, guys. All right, okay, we are live, we are live, we are live. All right, guys, 12:01 p.m. Eastern Time. Let me make sure we're live. Yep, we're live. All right, whoever is here, give me a name, give me a phone number, and your social security number. Just kidding, guys. Don't give me a phone number. Don't give me a social security number. But today's going to be exciting. We got Santosh says hello, hello. Thank you. Actually, my birthday is on September 20th, not today. Aiza from my team, for some reason, she thought it was today. So, but thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Rafsan Jahid says hello, hello. Hector says hello. Purnima says hello. All right, guys. Awesome. Good stuff. We got a lot going on today. I'm going to jump into it. But I promised that I'll have Q&A tomorrow. I promised that yesterday. So let me know. Let's go with that, right? Let's start there, guys. Why don't we start here, guys? Those who are just joining, I know last 4 or 5 days we had quite a bit of stuff covered from last Monday onwards. Today is like the seventh day, I believe. Is it day seven, day six, day seven, whatever it is? So Liliana says, good morning, good morning. Liliana, where are you? What part of the world are you from? Your name sounds Eastern European. I'm just curious. Do you guys have any questions so far on whatever we covered, right? Do you want me to check your niche? Is it low hanging? Do you want me to look into keyword research, competition analysis? Anybody, any questions on that? Let me know. Put it in the chat. I'll answer questions, maybe 5-10 minutes of question answers. And then we can go from there. So let me share my screen as people have question and answers. Los Angeles. All right. Okay, nice. So this week we said we're going to cover. Am I sharing my screen? Yep. We went over off-page optimization yesterday, which is citations, social profiles, guest posts, PBNs. The main thing being PBNs. Okay. Today we're going to go over maps optimization. I'm going to talk about getting a Google business profile if you're doing rank and rent. If you're doing client SEO, you can work with your client's Google business profile. Tomorrow we'll go over client acquisition, and then AI stuff is going to be crazy on Thursday, guys. Okay. So if you have any questions so far on anything we covered a lot. I think we covered, let me see if I have the topics over here, if we covered anything. Where do we have the topics we covered? Was it here? I don't even know where we have it. Okay. But we covered quite a bit. Let's see. Okay, this is what we're going to do today. So Hector says, great content. Thank you, Hector. Ignore that guy who want to prove. Yeah, just tick me off yesterday. Seriously, people don't understand. If anybody is giving you something of value, you want to be thankful. You don't want to say, oh, you really show me proof, right? He's not even paying me. He's getting free information, right? So anyway, is there a way that we can check the backlinks of the PBNs if we don't have Ahrefs? Okay, great question. Okay, Hector has a great question, right? Hey, Hector says we checked Ahrefs yesterday. Ahrefs is a bit expensive. Is there a way we can check the backlinks? Yes. So let's go. Let's go with that, right? Let's go. Let's see if we can take the PBNs we had yesterday. Okay, this is the PBN, right? That we went over yesterday. When I went and put this over here, um, you can go and check the PBNs, backlinks, all of that. And Hector's like, that's expensive. That is true. Ahrefs can be expensive. Here are a few alternatives. You can always go and search group by Ahrefs. It doesn't work all the time, but there are places like, um, this Black Hat World, group by, like this one is something we've used in the past. You can get Ahrefs and other tools. Let's see, right? Moz, Uber, all, let's take a look at that, right? You can buy Ahrefs tool plans and pricing. Ahrefs group buy now, you can buy it for $25 a month. Okay, $20 a month. You get all of this. Well, at 25 bucks, you get Ahrefs, SEMrush, all of that. Okay. So that's something if you want to do, you can do. Or you can go to semrush.com. I think SEMrush gives you one search free a day. Like I'm not logged in. You can see, you can literally put this and say get insights and get the backlinks if you want to. Okay. You can do that. I think you have to sign up for that. So let me see if I can sign up. Um, um, Give me a minute. Let me see if I can stop share, sign in. Okay, for whatever reason, it's not, I may have forgotten my password for SEMrush. Okay, hold on. I'm logging in now, guys. I'm sharing my screen. Am I sharing my screen? Okay, here we go. Right, so I logged in and I put this and look, it's giving me all the backlinks and all that, right? It may not give you everything. It shows you the backlinks. If you go down here, domain overview, it should show backlinks for, okay, there we go, backlinks. You see that? Okay, so not the best, but the other thing you can do is you can just search for the domain within double quotes. It's going to give you some of the backlinks, right? It's going to give you websites that are linking to, like, mapquest.com, zoom info. Like you see this, this is a good domain because the backlinks are yellow pages, find the top doc, Sabasign, and you're not seeing any Japanese foreign backlinks or porn or Viagra or pharmaceutical, Nike, those kind of spammy backlinks. Okay, so hope that helped, Hector. Good question. King Lion says happy birthday. Thank you, King. Again, my birthday is on September 20, but thank you. I think my Isa from my team, for whatever reason, she thought the birthday is today. Purnima says, what do you prefer for off-page optimization? I do citations, then I do PBNs. Okay. Um, if you're in my free Facebook group, I think under files, I have a copy of the Rank and Run Strategy ebook 2022. This is 3 years old. Most of it is still valid. I walk you through the exact steps. Watch that. I mean, read that. Between this domain, this ebook ecom client, and this ebook legal keywords, how I ranked, you have more than enough information on ranking any website. Honest to God. I had to update this ebook for 2025, but most of it is pretty much the same. Okay. So I do citations and social profiles first, then I go to PBNs. I always do that. Santosh says, can you let me know if this Amherst tree service is worth doing? Okay, Amherst tree service, right? So let's take a look at that. So I always go tree service, the service first, and then, so is it Amherst, New York? I think that's what he means. Let's take a look. Is it worth doing, guys? Let me know. Okay. Santosh is saying, hey, is this a low-hanging fruit? 224 reviews is not a low-hanging fruit. Does that mean you won't be able to rank it? You can still rank it and get calls. It's just going to take you a lot of time, right? Unless it's not Amherst. Okay, is it Amherst, Ohio, Virginia? There's a lot of Amherst. So let me know which one. Okay. But if it's New York, you don't want to, right? Purnima says no. Exactly. You don't want to say. Yep. It's no. Purnima says, if I want to do citations on Yelp, should I pay? Yelp. No, you can create a free citation on Yelp. Okay. Literally free citations on Yelp. You can do that. Hi Louis, hi Andrea, good to see you guys. I see Louis and Andrea, you've been so consistent logging in every time. Appreciate that, honest to God, you guys are awesome, right? Yeah, Louis or Andrea, they say PBN was a little confusing. Yes, it's the most technical part of SEO in my opinion. You don't have to know everything about PBNs, honest to God, right? If you are doing low hanging fruit, sometimes without even PBNs, you'll be able to rank, right? But yep, if you can take some time, learn PBNs. I remember spending 2-3 months figuring out PBNs. learning whatever I can, then implementing, then pointing from one PBN to my money site, waiting 2 to 4 weeks to see how it moves, anchor text strategy, all that. That's the time I went through that, the dark, I guess the dark phase of figuring things out was so confusing. And then one day it just clicked. One day it clicked. I remember that. I ran Facebook ads. I'll cover that tomorrow in client acquisition. I was in my day job in General Motors. I was making $2,000 a month. Okay. Um, this story should be inspiring, right? I had put up a few rack and rent sites. I was trying to get some clients. I did not know how to get clients. I was still working full time. I was making about $2,000 a month. I had a couple of good tree guys, right? A couple of good tree guys clients, rank and rent. I drove down to this city where I was renting a rank and rent site for $1,500 a month. I actually, let me show this to you. I took a video testimony from my tree guy, right? Which is this one here, right? If I go YouTube, you see this YouTube here. Okay. You see that? It's 8 years ago. 8 years ago. Okay. I took this video testimony. You literally met him in a Burger King or McDonald's. I asked him questions, right, on an iPhone. I put together this ugly looking page. It's a free, you see that freetreeleads.weebly.com, ugly looking page. You see that? This is black, this is black, this is black, then this is red. Like ugliest looking page, okay? Um, right, I just put a stock image, some contact form, and I put the search volume, okay, that I was sending to Brian, and I took a video testimony and I ran Facebook ads. I spent less than $100. I got a few leads. That month, my income went from $2,000 a month to $8,000 a month. Okay, a big jump. Why? Because something clicked. Okay, I knew how to now use PBNs and on page and off page and get calls going. I got this testimony. Okay, you work hard, you keep going, you push through. Suddenly things open up. Okay, so Andrea, Louis, go through the PBNs is worth it. Hector says, if I'm building more than one site, okay, can I use the same PBN? You can use the same PBN as far as it's the same niche, right? So if you're teaming the PBN to concrete contractor, you have a concrete contractor site in, let's just say Jackson, you have another concrete site in Dallas, you can link it to both the sites. You don't want to link it to too many sites, two, maximum three sites, not more than that. Now, can you link it to a concrete site and a tree site? You can link it. It can still push it a bit, but it's not themed to that niche, so it may not help much. That's all. But you can still do it. Concrete contractor Sioux Falls. Okay, let's take a look at that. Concrete contractor Sioux Falls. Okay. Who's asking that? King Lion says concrete contractor, right? Can somebody give me, yeah, it looks good to me. One guy's got 72 reviews, 16 reviews, 18 reviews. Yep, that's good. People are running ads, so that's good. Oh my God, it's actually pretty good. There's 1, 2, 3 domains that are homepage, but inner page, couple more domains, inner page. It's actually not bad. You should be able to do it. Yeah. Rafsan says, if my niche is carpet cleaning, top 10 results is only one homepage and reviews at least 2 GBP. Yeah, good for you. Go for that. Okay. From experience, I'll tell you, carpet cleaning can be difficult to rank and generate calls. That's been my experience. I know there are a couple of guys in my mastermind, my SEO group, who also found carpet cleaning difficult for whatever reason, but test it out. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Santosh says, I looked New York and I did notice a lot of reviews, but I saw no EMD or proper page style. Yeah, I'm not saying you won't be able to rank and get calls. Santosh, it's just going to be a little bit more. It's not the lowest hanging fruit. That's all. Okay. So hope it makes sense. Who else? Let's go. Reviews are important. Yes. Are they more important than on page, off page? I wouldn't say so. I have websites that have not too many reviews, but on page, off page, they're getting calls. I have websites with reviews and getting calls. So, equal importance is what I would say. Are there any safety measures we need to take with PBNs, like using different IPs? Oh yes, good question. I did not cover that. Don't host all your PBNs in the same hosting, right? What are we trying to do with PBNs? Okay, what are we trying to do with PBNs? Right? What we are trying to do is we are trying to let me make sure. Yeah, we're trying to make it look like there's so many other websites from other places linking to us. So make sure you can use, like, every PBN domain, you want to host it in a different hosting account, right? So if you're hosting one in Namecheap, you host the other one in GoDaddy, host another one in Hostinger, right? Or you can go to something like, we use Easy Blog Networks. I can give you my affiliate link, but I didn't mean to do that. Okay, this is what I go. Okay, literally Easy Blog Network. You can go pricing $99 a month, 40 domains, right? Just 10 domains, $35 a month. And this will actually make every domain hosted in a different IP address. So it looks like it's from different people, different IP address. Okay. All right, guys. So let's jump in today. Okay. I am assuming that you guys have done your due diligence. You may not have understood everything like Louis and Andrea was saying, but you understand overall. You make a commitment next 100 days, guys, 100 days to New Year. Put at least an hour a day, 90 minutes a day to learn SEO, do it, implement it, fail, learn again, ask questions. You get the idea. You will become better. You're going through on page, off page, keyword research, all of that stuff, right? Now we're going to maps. Okay. I'm not going to start with the basics, right? I am assuming everybody knows what a GBP is, Google Business Profile. Is there anybody here who does not know what a GBP, Google Business Profile is? Anybody? Can you give me a yes? I have no idea what a GBP is. If there's somebody like that, put it there. I don't know what GBP, put it there, right? But we want to look into ranking the map pack, okay? So first thing first, let me close this. Where is that? So here, if I do a search for concrete contractor Jackson, Mississippi, right? These guys here get most of the calls. Okay, why? I'll tell you why. Most of these guys, give me a second, somebody's, okay, if I go here and I do a search for concrete contractor, I'm doing a search on my phone, okay, concrete contractors, right? Come on, phone, right? Can you guys see this? I'm just doing a search for concrete contractor near my home. This is the map pack, right? 1, 2, 3, and then comes the, can you guys see it? Then comes the organic and all that. What do you notice in the map pack? I can just click and it's going to call. You see that? Right? So the best thing with this, beauty about this is, it's especially when a lot of people are searching mobile these days, right? This comes up as a click to call. People just see the number of reviews, 5-star reviews, call, right? That's what we want to do. Okay. Now, a lot of people say that, hey man, you don't have to do on page, off page, nothing, and you can just put up a one-page website and you can put some reviews, you're going to rank, right? And that's fine, yes, but you're only going to rank for the main keyword. So I'm going to show you an example. If I do a search for tree service, let's just say Toledo, Ohio. Okay, this is a city where I had a GMB, and that's been it was rented out for quite a bit of money, and then I lost the GMB in the website. Now I'm still renting it out for less money, right? The guy was paying me $1,500 a month for so many years. A tree guy in Tree Service, Ohio. Then I lost my GMB last year, right? Now he's paying me $500 a month. Okay, he was paying me $1,500 a month for 8 or some years. Now he's paying me $500 a month because the GMB, I lost it and the number of calls went down. Okay. So if I do a tree service Toledo, Ohio, right? I wanted to understand. See, the big swing tree service is ranking, white tree service climbs. We watch, note these three. Okay. If I do tree removal, Toledo, Ohio, still big swing. Okay, still these two. Okay, let's go stump grinding. Okay, big swing is gone, climb spore is there, and this guy is stump grinding, stump. These two guys have stump has come up. You see that? When I do tree, let's say trimming. Okay, big swing is there, the stump guys have gone, and these guys have come up. Big swing is ranking for a lot of keywords. If I do tree trimming Toledo, Ohio, this still comes up to the map pack, and this is the domain, the home page in the domain is this, right? But he's got a page for tree pruning, tree trimming, all of that stuff, tree service, tree removal, stump grinding. You see that? Okay, what I'm trying to mention here is, okay, sometimes in the GMB, okay, if I do a search for, let's just say, I don't know, let's just say car accident, lawyer, Dallas, right? I'm trying to see if I can get a good example. Okay, these are all personal injury attorney categories. Okay, sometimes you can find it says the website also mentions this service that comes up. Okay, I'm going a bit ahead. Okay, but this is what the GMB map pack is. Okay, what do you want to do to rank in the map pack? This is how the grid looks like. I don't know if you guys know. Okay, Santosh says, why did I lose the GMB? With one Google update, it got suspended. Okay, we tried to reinstate it, we just couldn't. Okay, we have reinstated quite a few, but this particular one we could not reinstate. Okay, yes, map pack shows first before the surplus organic. Yeah, you got it. Okay. Before going into ranking in the map pack, here's what I want to say. If you are doing rank and rent, let's say you're doing concrete contractor, Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. How do you get a GMB verified? It's not easy to get a GMB verified. Okay. There are a couple of things you can do. I'll be launching my maps mini course, sales and maps mini course on Thursday. The one I showed you a little bit on last Friday. On this Thursday, day after tomorrow, I'll be launching. Inside that, I'll be showing you how it's a black hat verification method on how to get a GMB verified. It doesn't work all the time, but it works. We show you that. But one of the things you can do, okay, here is a tip. Let's say you want to get this going. Go and find a shared office space. Okay, note this down, guys. I'm going through it a little bit fast. In Jackson, Mississippi. This guy, look at this. Okay, office, this guy. Note this address. Okay, what's the address on this one? Right? I'm going to go here and Google this address without the suite number. What are you seeing? This address has 3 different GMBs, 3 different offices. You see that? One is this guy, one is this guy, one is this guy. Okay, there's a logistics business, there's an office business, there's an insurance company. Okay, this GMB, the logistics business, is suite 110. This GMB is suite 110. This GMB, what is this? Suite 300. You see that? Same address, number 10, Canebrake Boulevard. So what I'm saying is Google, it is perfectly legal in Google's eyes in one address to have multiple offices. If it's a shared office space, you can do that. Like literally today, Santosh in Toronto, forget SEO. Santosh is like, you know what? I'm going to start a tree company, or I'm going to start a concrete company. He doesn't have to rent a building for his office. He can go here to this company and for $49 a month, he can get a co-working space and he'll be in business. Okay. And then he can go and do GBP verification, video verification. He can do that. Okay. Follow this. I don't want to go in details. Okay. Video verification. There's so many videos and video verifications. Okay. But if you don't want to do video verification, what do you do is what I'm saying. So what Santosh can do, let's just say he's the one who's doing this concrete, right? He puts up a website and he just takes this address. Okay. Take this address. Okay. Let me close this. Okay. And just put a fictitious suite number. 222, something like that. 222, 223, doesn't matter, right? And he puts this address on his website, which is Concrete Contract Jackson MS. He puts this address in all citations and social profiles. Okay. And then allow about 1 to 2 months for as many as citations as possible to get indexed, or you can force index them. Okay. How do you force index them? You can go to Google Search Console, or you can go here and say force index tool. Excuse me. You got a lot of these tools. Okay. You can try any of these, right? But you get the idea, right? What can you also do is go and get 3 to 5 PBNs. Like you do the whole thing I told you yesterday, up until yesterday, the process, on page, off page, citations, PBNs. And in the PBNs also put the name, address, phone number, and link to your website, right? So name would be Concrete Contractor Jackson, Mississippi. Let's just say that's the name of your GMB, Concrete Contractor Jackson, Mississippi. Address would be this. Okay, phone number, you have to get a phone number. You can get it at callrail.com, Twilio. I'm not going into details. Get a call tracking number, right? Look at that. You can get a call for 45 bucks a month. You get 5 numbers, right? Twilio is even cheaper. I'm not going to go into details. There's so many tools, videos out there, right? Get a phone number, right? And you want to put this in 3 or 4 PBNs and as many citations as you can. And then you want to put www. Link to this website. That's your main website. Okay. And allow 1 to 2 months. Okay. To marinate. Let Google crawl all this. So Google now sees this 20, 30, 40, 100 instances of name, address, phone number with this address. Okay. Now, after a couple of months, go and create a GMB or GBP. GMB is the old name, GBP is the new name. I'm not going into step by step. Okay, create this. There is a 50-50 chance, okay, that you will bypass video verification and just get this GBP verified with just a phone or text, phone call or text code. Make sense? Okay. This is something we show in the mastermind. I'm giving it to you for free. As a matter of fact, maybe a week, 2 weeks ago, somebody sent me a message. Oh my God, I got the GMB verified. Okay. So you get a GMB going. Okay. If it's your client, you use their GMB. Okay. Now, this is one of our clients. Okay. This is last year, June to September, not this year. We literally, when we took him, okay, how many leads? June, look at the number of leads. July, 45. These are calls, leads and calls, thanks to the map pack ranking, right? We did the organic. I'm not going in details, and we get that. Once you get that, you get, these are all messages from my clients. Oh my God, leads are popping up, this and that. Okay. This is my salesperson. He says, this movers loved your idea. Okay. Is our long-term client. Okay, this is let me go here. Okay, here we go, right? This is what one of our we got. Okay, I'm just going to show you results, and then I'm going to show you what we did, mapped optimization. Okay, 8.8 average ranking to 3, right? So what do you mean by 8.8, right? If I do concrete contractor, where's that? Concrete contractor, right? Okay, we want to get it to the top 3. No one's going to click on this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and click on this guy, right? Nico was the guy we called, right? Zaki, did you email this guy? Make sure you email him. Send him an email. But you want to get to the top 3. So do all the on-page, off-page PBN citations, and then I'm going to show you what we did to get this ranking, right? But when you go from this is the radius. Okay, I don't know if you can see it properly. Okay, 13 miles by 13 miles square radius, 450 square miles, right? This is another one, 72. Like his call volume phone rang off the hook. You see that? 5 to 4. Okay, it's 3 to 3. Okay, 4 to 3. See all that. This is what we want to get going. Okay, we have all the rankings going, and then we have stuff like this going, right? This is actually last year. Again, I have a screenshot. I don't have any new screenshots. Sorry about that. January 18, 2024. This was one of our clients. Okay. This is a 10 mile by 10, 63 square miles, January 18th. And then look at 3 days later. Look at that. Okay. It's a MedSpa client, this one, right? And then 1 month later, everywhere is number one. So when I'm going to show you what we did, but when you do this stuff, you're going to get some crazy stuff. Okay, we showed this inside the mastermind. Actually, this was not even part of the mastermind. We took a few people beta group for this maps ranking stuff, and some of these guys, I'm getting some green. She's showing me woohoo, you know, stuff like that. Okay, I just took some quick printouts. Okay, what do you do? Here are the steps you want to do, guys, for maps. Hector says, should we get a unique email address for each site? Yes, good question. Get a unique email ID for each site and each GMB. Yes. Purnima says, my mic is low. Okay, can you hear me in my mic? Can you not hear me? Let me know. I'm not sure why. Hector says, what tool do you use to check? I use Local Dominator. If you go use my affiliate link for Local Dominator, you will actually get a free something. I forgot what it is, but I'll give it to you. Just send me a message later on, Hector. Okay, I'll get to you. But here is what I want to do, right? Before you start maps optimization, make sure your website is fully built out. Whatever we covered, keyword research, all the secondary long tail keywords, all that. Do the on-page optimization, all of that I showed you. Name, address, phone number is in citations, is structured citation. If you have it on PBNs, it's called unstructured citation. I'm not going into details. Build out, flush out as much as you can the GMB, the Google Business Profile. Make sure you have not just one category, but multiple categories. Some of you may know this, some of you may not know this, right? You can get a GMB with a Gmail, okay? Make sure you have a primary category, but you can set up so many secondary categories. So if you are a personal injury lawyer, that's the primary category, but you can have lawyer, legal, car accident, all of those are secondary categories, right? Tree service is the primary category. Arborist and all that would be a secondary category. Concrete contractor, primary category. Foundation repair, stuff like that would be secondary categories, right? GBB categories, right? And you get a list of all the categories right there, right? Literally so many categories. Okay, look at that. Look at all this. You see that? So many categories, right? You can literally, whatever service your guy provide, right? So concrete, okay, let's just say concrete, right? Concrete contractor is applicable. If anything else is applicable, you can do that. Okay. If not, what else is concrete? Look for maybe foundation, foundation, because the guy does foundation also, right? Maybe search for driveway. Okay, that's not there. Maybe walk, so sidewalk. Okay, may not be too many things, but you get the idea. Tree service, we got Don Christmas tree farm may not be one. Tree service is one. Okay, arborist service another. You get the idea. Make sense? Okay. Flush out as much as possible, right? Phone number, website, opening hours, attributes, service areas, put as many as you can, description, all of that. Do all of this on-page optimization. I'm not going to go through in detail. We covered most of it. Page load speed, name, address, phone number in the footer, lot of content website. Google does not like thin content, so build it out. Geotag images. We did not cover that, but it's not rocket science. You can Google it. Geotag images. Put your latitude, longitude of your location in every image. Okay. Google it. It's simple. Okay. We covered most of it on page. Okay. Create a ton of sub pages, right? So here is the one that's going to help you. Moving company Troy. Let's say if that's the main keyword. Suburb, build out other suburbs. We went through this, right? Location pages. But you can also put supporting pages. So as an example, moving company Sterling Heights, There's another page out there that's just about piano moving. Another page just about furniture. You get the idea. So 10 suburbs, each with maybe 10 or 4 services, right? So concrete contractor, sidewalk repair, driveway repair, floor driveway, stamp concrete for each of the suburbs. You're going to build out a lot of pages, right? We use LocalWiz app from Eldar. That's a tool from Eldar, okay? Hit me up if you want an affiliate link. We got that. We love this. It actually increase the call volume, okay? Inside the mastermind, we go through all this. Cool? I'm not even going into details in what this is, but this is something we do. Off-page optimization. You got what I'm talking about. Off-page optimization, right? Maximum citations, social profiles. If you can put the keyword in the title or URL, awesome. Same with geotag images, right? Unstructured citations is basically you put your name, phone number, address, phone number in the PBNs. That makes sense? Okay, link from PBNs to top ranking citations. That is a tip that most people don't talk about, right? Give me a 1 if you know that name, address, phone number being consistent will help you in ranking in the map pack. Do you guys know that? Give me a 1. If the name, address, phone number are exactly the same in as many citations as possible, consistent NAP, it's called consistent NAP, that's going to help ranking this. Okay, Santosh says 1. Yes, at least one person knows this. Okay, so make sure the name, address, phone number are the same. So as an example, right, if this is my business address, right? Okay, when I put the address, okay, I cannot say, let's say this, I put a suite number D, Jackson, Mississippi. Okay, if I do a search for this address like that, I've spelled out suite. Okay, let me take off. Let me just take out the suite number for whatever, just to make it simpler, right? Let's say I search like this, right? Okay, I search like this. But see what Google gives me. Bound Street is ST, MS, Mississippi is MS. This is the address that Google, in Google's database, this is how it is. So you want to make sure that in all the citations, in the PBNs, in the website, all of it, you have exactly this. Does that make sense? That is what I'm talking about. Again, this phone number is like this. You see that? If it's like this in the GMB, you don't want to put the phone number in any other format, like 601 dash. Okay, if you do like this, it still brings me up the like this. So make it exactly same, name, address, phone number. Make sense? Okay, where's the, you got what I'm saying, right? Okay, now when you go and search for your website within double quotes, okay, let's say this is your website. Google is giving me Facebook, Yelp, Zoom Info. You see that? These are the top citations as per Google. Why is Google showing Facebook first and not maybe MapQuest? Because Facebook carries more weight in Google's eyes. So once you do your citations and social profiles, let them marinate, allow them to index for 1-2 months, then do a search within double quotes. Okay, find the top ones that are coming. Open this one up, open this one up, open each one up, and to this URL link, send a link from a PBN. From the PBN link to this URL, you can use this URL itself as an anchor text and click it. I mean, link to it. That's going to help power up your, that's going to power up your name, address, phone number, and top citations. And indirectly, that's going to help you rank in the map pack. I covered a lot. Garrett says, listen up, folks, is the most honest man. Thank you, Garrett. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Long time, Garrett. Good to hear from you. Okay. What I just showed you about powering up the citations with PBNs, the top citations that are ranking, research, okay? Nobody even knows this secret. I'm giving it to you away for free. Make sense? Okay? So that's what this is. Follow the PBN links in my if you have my course or what I covered it. Okay? Location pages, we covered that, right? You can go to something like brightlocal.com. Here is another tip. Okay, brightlocal.com, right? Literally start a free trial. It's $69 a month. You don't even have to pay $69 for 14 days. Okay, and put your business. It's going to give all the competitor business what they have, what they don't have, what you have, what you don't have, all of that. And literally then just go and see what the competitors have in terms of citations, reviews, pictures, maps optimization, and then you go do it yourself. Does that make sense? Okay. Here is the Google business profile ranking factors. Especially now more than ever, it's a lot with location based. Okay, how far is the business searching, is the searcher from the business? So let's say I'm using my phone, I am in the middle of Detroit, Michigan, and I'm doing a search. Chances are high it's going to bring me the top 3 GMBs that are near me. Does that make sense? Okay, open and closed hours also plays a role. That's another one. So let's say it's Hawaii is 5. What time? Okay, look at this. Let me show this to you. What time is it in Honolulu, Hawaii? It's 6:40 a.m., right? Let me search for dentist Honolulu, Hawaii, right? These guys are, okay, the top guys. Let me see if they are, he's open, right? This guy is also should probably be open. Okay, open soon. Okay, if I do a search for pre-service Honolulu, right? If it's open, you see that top guys who are ranking, they're all open 24 hours. Okay, I'm choosing Honolulu, Hawaii, because if this guy for some reason, okay, he's closed, he may be actually, if you search after 8 a.m., this guy may be on the top. I don't know, right? If you are closed, the Google is not going to show you in the map pack. So you want to make sure you're open 24 hours if you can. City name, service name, all of those count. Review count, okay, all of this count. Okay, ratings, you know what ratings are, right? This guy's 4.9, 5.0, 4.9, you get the idea, right? So make sure all of these are, you're doing as much as you can. Behave like CTR, bounce rate. I don't want to go into that. It's basically like if people land on your website, if they spend a lot of time, that's a ranking factor. Okay, this is how I just showed you with my phone. You get the idea, right? Here is what I want you to do for GMB optimization. Take a screenshot of this, guys. Okay, if nothing else, take a screenshot. Thank you, Garrett. I appreciate that. My birthday is on September 20. For some reason, my Isa from my team put 23rd, but 7th, but thank you. Bundle of thanks is King Lion. I appreciate that. Okay, take a screenshot of this, guys. Do all of this. I'm not even going to go in detail. Try to get the GMB. If it's a rank and run site, right? Try to get the keyword. If you can get concrete contractor Jackson, Mississippi as the name in the GMB, you're in luck, right? Let me show this to you, right? Boston, city, population. Okay, very, this thing, right? 600,000, right? Foundation repair, Boston, Massachusetts. Look at the top guys ranking. All of them have Boston. One guy doesn't have Boston. He's got more reviews, right? These two are ads. This guy with 8 reviews is ranking and getting a lot of calls. I know this guy. Okay, I know the business owner of this guy, right? He's getting a lot of calls. Look at this guy. 228 reviews, 101 reviews. You see that? Okay. But with 8 reviews, he's getting it because he's got the word Boston in it. Boston Foundation Repair. See that? So if you can get something like that keyword, that's the best thing. Now, if it's your client side, you can't do much, work on everything else. Fill out the GMBs like I told you, primary, secondary categories, description, hours, all of that. Add as many images as you can. Here is another thing I'll tell you, okay? Usually it's pretty much, it's maybe like dentist or something, it'll help you. Like if you can get as many images as you can, geotag the images, right? Let me open this guy. It's going to get 18 images. Wow. In his ranking because it's got so many reviews, right? Look at the number of reviews, guys. Okay. If you can get reviews going and something like the, what do you call this? God, I forgot the name. The 360 degree view images, right? If you can get those going, that's a ranking factor also. Okay. Um, Add 2 reviews at least to begin with and increase to 3 as much as you can. Put keyword in the reviews, guys. Okay, you want to do that. Okay. If it's a very competitive niche, like mostly in the low hanging fruit, like concrete contractor, they only got 8 reviews. You don't even have to put keyword in the review, right? But if it's a very competitive keyword in the review that you're putting it, put the word concrete and concrete contractors, things like that. As a matter of fact, if it's a very, let's just say, personal injury lawyer Orlando, right? 700 reviews, right? If you want to rank these guys, okay, let's say somebody here, okay, you want to rank him. Here is what you want to do. Let me open this up. Let's say you want to rank this guy, right? Get the reviews going, okay? Let's say this review, right? Click on this button over here. You see this? Okay, click on this, and this link will open up directly to the review. Make sure it has keywords in the review. But this particular link, okay, you can link from a PBN and power it up. Okay, these are just extra stuff you can do. Does that make sense? Okay, do all of that. We literally did all of this. So one primary category, added secondary categories. Okay, I'm not going to go into details. Just go through this. Bright Local is a tool we use. Find the top competitors' citations. Make sure you do them. If not, create them and more. Okay, you get the idea. I'm not going to go into details. Okay, does that make sense? So you literally do all of this. It's going to help you. Okay, most of the time that I covered what I covered now, you don't have to do all of this to be able to rank in the low to medium niche. I'm showing you competitive stuff, right? Any questions on this, guys? Is this of value? Okay, anybody? Cool. So good stuff, guys. I hope I know it's a lot I gave you, especially with maps and not yesterday's off page. This is where most people miss it. Most people know on page, they can do keyword research also to an extent. But when it comes to off page and maps, that's where people, 90% of the people miss it. Master these two. You may not be able to do it right away, but over time, master these two. You can literally go walk into a very competitive personal injury lawyer, share your knowledge with him. Even if you say, you know what, first month don't pay me, I'll show you what I can do, and you spend $200, $300 on a few PBNs and map stuff, you'll see results. You can close him for $1,500, $2,000, $4,000 a month. Cool. King Line is saying if we are giving optimization, what things we don't need to touch, if we can send, if we giving GBP optimization, what things we don't need to touch. Yeah, so GMBs are sensitive, yes. You want to do as much as you can. If your GMB is located in Dallas, and if you're somewhere in the US, you're still okay to log in. But if you're in outside the country, it can get sensitive. You may want to have your client give you manager access maybe, or use a tool like LocalO. We use LocalO, something like that. That's going to help. I use WordPress for my website. Yes, I don't use Go High Level, stuff like that. WordPress. Yes. Cool. Good stuff, guys. I don't want to take too much time, but tomorrow is clients, guys. I'm going to be coming up with quite a few client strategies. Come to learn. And then Thursday, I'm going to be unveiling something for probably just 10 people. Instead of opening it to everybody, I have a small mini course on sales and maps ranking. We'll work as a team for the 10 people personally, okay, along with the coaching, I mean the training videos and all that. I'll be working with you on a group on a two calls a week basis to get you clients and then rank those clients in the maps to make you money. Maybe about 10 people. That's the plan. I'll be announcing that Thursday. So make sure you join on Thursday. We also go on over AI. Okay. So with that, you guys know what to do. I know we really did not, I did not pick a winner or anything from last couple of people. Let's see who are even, let's see who's still doing this, right? Zakir Khan, oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Nobody is really putting anything here. Um, Okay, so make sure you know what you learned. Today is what, day 6 or day 7? I forgot, right? I think today is day 6, day 6 maps. If you learn something from map stuff, guys, okay, post it here. I'll pick somebody tomorrow and I'm going to give something for free. Okay, I want to see people coming here. Okay, Tyron, I need to give you access to my school community. I will do that today. All right.